What's going on? This your girl Chick, aka Gypsy's daughter, aka the beautiful underdog. You have now been tapped in with the Dean again. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, or good night. What's good? Week 10. This is week 10. This is episode 10. Yes, a number of completion. Can we get some poetic snaps for week 10? Yes. Huh? Wow, with the consistency here. I heard somebody text me earlier like, you seem so driven. Yes. It's a personal project. I've made myself a passion project. Y'all know we are on most platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and now Spotify. Spotify makes us official, so make sure you tap in. That's every Tuesday. New content every Tuesday for the cats and kittens that freak with the frequency.
I like this.
If you like, y'all, this my shit. Episode 10. This. I can't wait to start inviting different perspectives onto my platform. But for now, this is our space, and I like my little audience. That's what people say, your little audience. How your little audience feel? What's the feedback? They be in my DMs. People be sending me text messages. I had somebody comment below on YouTube and say, make sure you keep building the building part in silence. You know, I like to take y'all back behind the scenes and show y'all a lot of the little tricks and trades that I learned how to do off of what I have. Just working with what I have. And that's a big thing for me because we start off as real small, but we still think it real big. But when I'm in public, I like the shifts and perspectives of the people, and it's always shocking and interesting to see who's watching and who's not letting you know they watching. It's always interesting to see who watching and who ain't telling you they watching, but then they give you that nod, or they be like, keep going, or those people that watch in silence, but then they slide little ideas and they say nothing. Remember a couple weeks ago, I was just saying that, like, I would love for somebody to give me some ideas. Like, what would you like to hear about? What is something, even in radio? What is something that you don't hear on the radio anymore? What is something that you don't see in a podcast space? I'm new to the podcast space. I like to show y'all the building and the learning and the constructing and the shifts and perspectives and the change of the narrative, because we're not female, even though it's female founded, we not bashing the men. And even though it's I would love a man's perspective, I'm not looking for you to aim at my sister or my cousin or my auntie or my mother. So I like that. And I like that. I just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hello. Hi, week 10. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Before we get started, y'all already know I have a disclaimer that every class has a different level of understanding. So I totally understand if anything seen here or said here is not aligned with you. That is okay. Okay? The word loyalty. I was going to talk about something more urban and mainstream right now. It was going to go along the lines of like pulling your power back, because we have so many men, y'all. I didn't ever know that men are going through some of the same things that women are going through, where they're prisoners in their own homes for one reason or another. I was going to talk about that, and I'm going to shed light on that one day, but I'm not going to make it about that. I'm gonna make it more so. I'm gonna dive deeper into that space of like taking your power back on that. And I want to let y'all know that we do have a little bit of a lag in our recording, but I want to touch on that because I edit as I go. I want to touch on that. I do my own edits. I want to touch on that. You know, I'm gonna touch on that. Pulling your power back, but what I really want to dive into is the word loyalty, because I see, like I said, in men and women, but it's always shocking from a woman's point of view, who is a sister, a cousin, an auntie to boys, men. Very interesting, very insightful, very much. It's kind of like when people say it's giving. You really are my brother. And even though you show your emotions differently, because I never was able to read you, you don't really say much. Or I remember when my father or my grandfather or my uncle or my cousin told me that they don't feel like they comfortable enough to cry. You know what I mean? But you're crying out for help, though, for sure. Because I'm a woman, it's spewing out. But for you, you're like made to stand up tall and sit up straight and you know, and like just deal with it. So it's always, it could be the empath in me. Okay, I'm a little bit emotional. Okay, like I said, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a cousin, I'm an auntie. I really feel like, wow. I do want to say that two different conversations. I don't feel sorry for women is what exposed this week's topic. Like, okay, I kind of just go throughout my days and kind of see, like, I've been meditating a lot since I started this podcast space of sorts, because my podcast probably looks different, feels different, vibes different than somebody else's sound, and that's what makes us artists. So again, if you feel me being a little more abrasive about how I feel, in my opinion, because I think that's what the podcast space is, people just speaking their opinion and making it public and seeing who says what. If it's not aligned with you, that's okay. I'm pro real, we keep it kind of cute. This is a personal project, but if you know a professional that can use the message, by all means, send them a shout out below in the comments, share it, like it, tell a friend to tell a friend, and all of that good stuff. Remember in the beginning I said I wanted to really talk about taking your power back, but then I got two different curveballs that was thrown at me, and I was like, no. That is not enough. They're not going to feel me. They can't hear me. Listen closely. When I say take your power back, what do you think of when you hear that? I like to always ask my audience, what do they feel with the topic first? If I tell you what we about to talk about, how do you feel first? Now you have room enough and a left space to step out the room if you need to. But let's get into it. I want to kind of talk about taking your power back real quick, but it's not about that. The real topic is about loyalty. Taking your power back after maybe being a people pleaser. Taking your power back after maybe not being a people pleaser, but just being a person of service to those around you. Being loyal to something. Whether that be a person, a place, a brand, an ideal, a belief, an unwavering commitment to something, like through thick and thin. What happens if you take your power back and you say, no, I don't want to support this anymore. I'm no longer aligned with this anymore. I've outgrown that. I've outgrown that concept, that belief, that system. What I thought was ideal is no longer where I want to be or have anything to do with it. That's so off brand for me compared to who I was and who I am today. Does your loyalty change? Does your unwavering commitment become null and void? I like that word, null and void. I had a dream about that null and void, and I didn't had to go look it up, and it means to have no value. We can't use it. It's null and void. You talking about you loyal to it. That shit is null and void. I like that. So that's the question that I want you to think about when you think about taking your power back. Because I think that most people think that they, you know, this new age witch bitch shit. Hello? It's a lot of them out here, honey. And I know Trump is doing enough. Trump is, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I don't want to offend nobody. To me personally, loyalty, the term loyalty, what it really means, I did go look it up in real life. I don't think it's as flexible as people like to try to make it. People use loyalty as a way to validate an extended stay where they have outgrown, evolved, or leveled up past, surpassed. It's just simply not aligned with them. But they're using loyalty as a term as to why they gotta. I gotta stay here. I can't move on. I'm loyal to this shit. It's levels to this shit. And I really do. I feel like it's levels to loyalty, but it's not as flexible as people like to make it. People like to stretch loyalty, honey. People like to put loyalty and respect and love all in the same category, honey. And these words, love is a verb. I remember, but PBS Kids told us that a verb is what you do. Love is the verb. Indeed, it is. Okay? My mother and my grandfather used to make it a big deal to read the dictionary and like literally at random pick a word. Like, you know how the new age witch bitch is picking a card. Pick a card, any card. And they sit up under the moon and they talking this yappity yap. And it's really like, have you ever tried to just like sit in front of the Bible or sit in front of the dictionary or read from a volume of a thesaurus and just pick a word at random? That's okay. It's okay if you haven't. You're not a cool kid if you haven't. But I'm just wondering if you have ever. Never mind. Loyalty cannot be used to validate an extended stay where you've overdone your welcome. Loyalty cannot be misconstrued with being more valuable or less valuable, depending on how you're looking at it, depending on the situation, scenario, or the circumstance. There are barriers from loyalty and respect. If you had to choose one, if you absolutely had to choose one, which one would you choose? I asked the OG. For those who don't know what OG means, it means an original gangster. I'll say, for those who aren't as gangster, an original generator of sorts. Somebody who has already done it, who has already lived it, who has already maybe stumbled across these questions and concerns that we have today. So another $1 million question, because we only focused on $1 million visions. If I can put you in the perspective of, if you fall out with somebody or you have a disagreement, things get hot, things get heavy, things get loud, things get sweaty, things get hostile. Can you still remain loyal to that person, place, thing, brand, or ideal with an unwavering commitment through thick and thin? Can you? The reason why I ask is because I personally see that people intertwine the two. And I feel like maybe, yes, depending on the situation. Because I feel like respect is important as well as loyalty. But if I had to choose, as soon as you disrespect me, my loyalty to you is null and void. Null and void means it has no value. We can't use it. Throw it out. You can forget about it. You can forget about it. As soon as you disrespect me, as soon as respect is taken out of the equation, we cannot talk about or address or look at, even consider loyalty. You definitely don't love me. I'm talking about you love me. So yeah, after taking your power back though, because I just want to show you how they all go together real bad. They all make a beautiful recipe for something really beautiful. And if you take one out, you might be missing something. Now, I told y'all I've been meditating a little bit more as to open my mind. And when I say meditating, I'm not with the new age shit, okay? I'm really, no, for real. Because nothing is wrong with a new age witch. And I love you, baby witches. I love it. I love it. Oh, God, you're cute. You're so cute with your little crystals and stuff. You're so cute. But listen, I come from a different tribe. So I lead the rocks to the people, you know. But, and it's like no shade, really. Because I know people that really, you know, I know that I attract and come across a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life. But people that know me and understand that every class has a different level of understanding. Everybody's level of understanding is different. I truly believe. When I say meditation, I mean taking time. And sometimes, like yesterday was like 2 hours, no screen time. And I've been longer than that. But what I mean when I say no screen time is like I'm literally not turning on the TV to appease my son. I need everybody to be on the same vibe that I'm on in this whole house. I need 2 hours. I need to just be quiet, be still, and just shh. And then I'm not going to lie to you. The house needs to be spotless. So we need to do this, and we need to just. This is me. What another OG might say is like, this is me taking 2 hours to get little. Get little. See, you need to get little. Lay low. See what's going on. At least 2 hours a day. If you can. If you can. It might look different from some people. Some people meditate with music. The meditation, though, it has opened my mind and my thoughts, and I've been able to listen and hear clearly. I've been able to see clearly. And I listen to people, and I've met some new people. And that's always a good reason to meditate. You got some new people in your energy. Even if you are not concerned about them, that does not mean they are not in your energy. So let me just, you know that every class and everybody's understanding is different. So let me just say that. Because some people are logical thinkers. Some people are black and white thinkers. So let me just say, it's always good to take some time for yourself. Slow down if you can. I hate the word, I hate the term, I hate the thought of slowing down, but sometimes it's necessary. Anyway, I've been listening to people, and the topic of conversation has been what people can't do because of what they're loyal to. So my next $1 million question would be, do you have it in you? I asked you a couple weeks ago, do you have it in you to say, all right, I'll see you at the top soon then? When it comes to taking your power back, it's nothing that we ever want to do, especially when we've already invested time, commitment, this unwavering commitment to an ideal, a person, a place, and a thing, a belief, a concept. I'm loyal to this. I'm not going nowhere. I want to show it. I want to prove. You know, that's always, most of the time, that's how I go, right? But what happens when you evolve? Do you leave your power right where it's at? Or do you take it with you? Because I think also when we think of like taking our power back, I think we think of like sitting under the moon, like the new age witch. I also think when we hear, you need to take your power back, you know, or you need to protect your energy, I'm thinking that people are thinking that we need to be selfish. Oh, that's a selfish thing to do. That's something that a narcissist would tell you. That's something that somebody who is feeding off your life source would say. But it's something that actually has to be done. Like when you step through those doors of evolution, elevation, surpassing or overcoming something that you wanted to get rid of, or something that you simply just wanted to change, a mindset that you wanted to alter, a belief that you wanted to learn something. Let's say you want to learn something new. You want to be a part of something else. You have to take your power with you. Your power is what got you in that mindset, period. Like, no, a change is going to come. Let me give you an illustration. Remember what I said about being abrasive? This is a disclaimer. Every class has a different level of understanding. We keep it kind of cute, but we keep it real. So if this is not aligned with you, that's okay. Hi, I'm Charmaine, and people call me the Dean. People call me Chick. People call me CJ. And I am a domestic violence survivor. I have survived a domestic violence relationship. My very first. And ever since it's been my last. It was about 6 years ago when I felt like I broke free. And then it wasn't until I actually was free physically that I had to really start into the healing. So 6 years later, it's still something that I think about. My thing was loyalty. Not only because of who I was with and what that person believed, but I really truly believe that if I stand tall and stand behind this man and hold this nigga down, that was loyalty. And in that time, when I was in my feminine energy and I was just very soft and fragile and easy to kill. Yeah, easy to manipulate. Easy to be puppeteered in a way, really. Anything that man said, I would have did. Anything that man say do, I did. I've done it. I was who he wanted me to be. And then I had to learn myself. So do it look like I got left off bad and bougie? I mean, because I don't even like saying it. But I think that it's important that now at this process, because at this level that I'm on in this era of healing, because healing is an everyday thing. I think where I am now, I'm able to talk about it without tearing down. So speaking out without tearing down, I did a conference with Ohio Speaks. Oh no, Serve Ohio, I'm sorry. But it was like Ohio Speaks. I think that was the name of like the conference. It was like teaching us how to facilitate. But we were talking about more political things. And I just, politics make me want to cry. You know, politics, they make me want to cry, but I probably won't be the first. But I want to be somebody that says at 29 years old, as an African American woman, who is a sister, a cousin, a auntie. I have a love for my brothers. I have brothers. I have uncles. I have father figures in my life. I have 4 grandfathers. My grandmothers, they love black men, honey. Black men, honey. I seen 2 of my grandmothers hold it down like 40 plus years of marriage, black love. So this is not a bash to African Americans and domestic violence or any race. But I will say that it's very wrong to believe that it only happens to women. And I've been listening and I've been watching and I've been observing in the dating pool today. Y'all talk about it. It's a lot of people that talk about, oh, he pulled my hair, and they laugh. I remember that was a thing when I was in school, like, oh yeah, girl, we fought, and silly little girl. Because when there's a handful of us that's actually calling out for help, and we are no longer aligned with that. That's so off brand for us. We are no longer aligned with a man who will or who won't, just as a way to make us feel less. We are not heard, really, because of the handful that accepted. But then there was a shift in perspective for me, because I seen men going through the same things, and then they felt that loyalty was why they had to stay. And they felt like because the right thing, which is going against the wrong of what they seen growing up. So some of these men are saying, well, I'm going to stay with my family even though there's emotional abuse. I lost my job. The economy is changing. Trump taking all the black jobs. Ain't no more Section 8 after this. You gonna work you some hours if you want them food stamps. So now there's a lot of verbal abuse. You ain't shit. You a half-ass nigga. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. So-and-so's husband does this. So-and-so's husband, baby daddy, does that. We live in the FREE fuck nigga free culture. You can't forget that. Nah, you can't forget the agenda. You can't forget what's being sold to us. So women can be abusive too. Men can be abused or victims of abuse as well. And I'm seeing it in the dating pool today. I just turned 29. I've been dating. I've been going on dates, and I just be like, baby, you coming off like you need a therapy session. And COVID had us all looking for stimulation from people. But this is beyond a coffee shop conversation. Baby, you are being abused. You are a victim of narcissistic behavior. And the way that I know is because I too have been a victim. I just want to also say I would never give any scenarios or situations that I've heard, because that's confidential. And some of these people that I've met, they do support my channel. They do support my platforms. They watch, they share it, they like, they give me feedback. But something that I'm hearing from men, boys that I am surrounded by, that I am meeting, amazing men, amazing boys, amazing guys, still growing, still learning, still trying to figure this thing out. As well as from women that I know and love dearly. I will say the thing that I'm hearing that seems similar is what these people are loyal to, or what they feel loyalty is. And I just gotta ask, do you have it in you to say, after this point, loyalty is not that flexible. The term loyalty is not that flexible. Respect is no longer. My $1 million question is, home girl, homeboy, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my lover, my future lover. Hey, husband. Wherever you are on the planet, I don't know, but come get me. My question is, when is it okay for you to take your power back? I'll tell you. As soon as respect is out of the door. Remember, I told you, if we cooking in a pot, if we cooking, respect, love, and loyalty, they are not the same thing, but they make beautiful, like, they just taste good together. You know what I mean? Even if you have love for a person, you will tend to respect them. And then if you respect me, loyalty will probably follow suit. But you can't do loyalty without respect. You can't. I gotta give y'all an illustration, and y'all know I use my own personal experiences as an illustration to help you understand what it is that I'm saying, because every class has a different level of understanding. So I totally understand if anything I've said here or anything you see here is not aligned with you. If you can't relate, that's fine. So when it comes to like taking your power back and loyalty, and then the power of discernment, this is going to be the final one right here. This is going to be the one right here. How they go together real good, real bad, real good. Imagine I had a friend, and I remember this friend was mentioning like things that she wasn't, questions and concerns that had me questioning and concerning about her mental health. Because I am a person who has survived abuse. And I am a person who has had to pick up the pieces and put them back together myself. Because I was a person who cried out for help and motherfuckers was looking at me like, are you sure? Because abuse has become normalized, especially in the African American community. Especially with younger women, specifically single moms or women with smaller families. I checked for this friend and I checked for this friend for months and months and months. Now, the girlies in the back with the busy schedules, I know y'all gonna say, well, we grown now, I got shit to do. That's true. But I'm the strong friend. And I'm the friend that's the grandma, the nurturer, the mother, the oldest daughter of 7, the carer, the caregiver by default and by trade. I am going to check on you. I am the type of person that says, if you can't send me a text saying you got home, just send me an emoji. Let me know it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let me know. You on a date with a nigga you never met? Okay, well, send me, like, where y'all at? Like, yeah. Send me your location. Just like, if shit get weird, let me know. I'll call you. That's me. Okay, that's me. I've never had that. I personally never had that. I've never had that person in my corner, but I'm that person. I created that person. I'm that person. So I got a hold of this friend at least once. And I said, hey girl, I was just, I ain't want nothing. Because it was basically like, oh, what's up? That was my response. That was the response I got after days and months of reaching out since the last time I seen you in person. Since the last time we discussed these concerns and questions that you had on your mental health and things that you were going through at the time, I listen. I'm a listener. I love to talk, but I'm a listener. And I know more than I say. And I love to talk. And I was like, well, girl, I ain't with shit. Damn, I ain't want nothing, girl. I'm just checking on you. Because the last time we talked, ... And I didn't get a response after that. And that kind of stung a little bit. But I let it go because maybe it's still concerning you, those concerns, those mental health things. I learned a word, and the word is contentious. And I try not to be so contentious, which it means to like just not being, just like continuing, not being able to let go, not being able to just let it go. So I tried to just let it go. But then I went into the meditation that I was speaking on earlier. I went into the meditation, but this is like days later. I really was like, oh, well, shit, she'll come around because that's my friend. And we loyal. That's my loyalty is to her. I did my part, which was checking in. That's what I thought. And that's what I thought loyalty was all this time. But in meditation, I got a phone call, and that phone call was saying, hey, girl, let's chat, let's wine, let's drink, let's talk, let's chill. And I don't chill, I don't talk, I don't whine, I don't chat too much. So I said, let's do it. I was chilling, I was talking, I was chatting, I was yapping with the wine and shit with somebody totally different. Way after I had reached out to this friend, way after I had made the decision to let it go. Just flow. She'll come along. She'll come back around. And come to find out, she did come back around. But I was the last to know. If I recall, when I was chatting, I was rapping, I was singing, I was whining, I was told that I wasn't even supposed to know. Actually, it was made clear that she came back around. It was told, hey, I was never here, and that I was never supposed to find out. Me being loyal, checking in on that mental health, checking in on those questions and concerns about survival of oppression, something that we talked about last week. Yes, that shows where our loyalty lies. All of us, everyone involved. Some of y'all gonna say, I don't get it. What does that have to do with loyalty? I can understand somebody being, are you gonna take your power back or what? I did. I'm giving an illustration of what happens after you take your power back. See, I called and I let go. And it's funny how as soon as you let go, the snake, the rat, the cat, the dog, DMX said, how you gonna see if you living in the fog? You gotta come out now. You gotta come see, hold on, what's going on? The life source is gone. The hope, the feeling, the love, the respect that I had for you is null and void. Because you have joined forces and found refuge in the very people that shut me down. And you've seen these people shut me down. After you've seen one of my first abusers, you found refuge in one of my very first abusers. After you've asked me several times questions and concerns concerning abuse, oppression, and the survival of it. How did you bounce back? How did you let go? How did you run away? How did you get away? What made you change? What made you say, this is it? Remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about your white rabbit. This is a friend I've discussed with this is the only friend that knows my white rabbit. So without saying a word, because you said nothing, right before I took my hands off and took my power back. See, anytime my hands is on it, it's with me. My power is there, present. I let it go. Trying not to be so contentious with my love language, which is to care, to check in, words of affirmations. Have a good day. Don't let nobody bring you down. Night, night, love you. See you in the morning. There's power in becoming the change we so desperately desire to see. These are affirmations I came up with. You ain't finding this in no 48 laws of power. This is power that I hold all on my own. And I'm sharing with you because I'm loyal to you. And you chose a side. You showed me the things that I share with my family. I share it with you because out of loyalty Because I looked at you like family. And you let motherfuckers know. And didn't think I was going to you didn't think it was going to come back to me. But you let motherfuckers know, hey, don't tell I was here. And it's never hitting anyone in their mind to say, well, what you hiding? I thought you was friends. Because you wouldn't even know these motherfuckers if it wasn't for me. So in this situation, in this scenario of loyalty, it's the principle. So now, even in refuge, you have no choice but to think of me. Every time you think you're safe under the umbrella of my family. Secrets that they keep from her. How the fuck she know this? Lay low cause I'm up next. And I think that they know this. They say I'm a star. If I'm a star, I'm finna show it. Been the underdog for too long. Okay, I'm reloaded. Stack it up, stay focused. What? What? Run with us, then show us where your loyalty. Listen, let me stop before these rapper bitches get mad. Rapper broads. We working on better communication. Going back to the taking your power back. We working on better communication. I told my team, which I have a very small team, and now I got big dreams with a small team. But we working on communication. Somebody get this girl a Toastmasters class, honey. I speak with conviction, but I really am working on my vernacular. I'm for real, for real. But I grew up down south, and I have family members that I do love dearly. A huge family, unconditional love, real family, a real tribe. And I want to say we all cuss like sailors, and it's a love language at this point. So I'm going to work on it because I like to wear dresses. Okay. And I just feel like I would look so crazy using sailor man curse words with a dress on, with a cocktail dress on. It just don't make sense. But anyway, yeah. Every time you think you safe. So see, when you cooking in a pot and you mix love, respect, loyalty, they taste good together. And then you take your power back so nobody's cooking. If I don't cook, nobody eats. The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see when your relationship with the seer is null and void? I called and I called and I called and I checked and I checked and I took my power back. Listen, she'll come around, and she did. But you found refuge in the very people that scarred me. So you chose a side. And now we see where our loyalty lies. All of us. Everyone involved. Silly little girl. I wish you well. I wish you freedom. I wish you abundance and a life with a lot less oppression. This your girl Chick, aka Gypsy's daughter, aka the beautiful underdog. You have now been tapped in with the Dean again. Don't forget, every Tuesday, new content for the cats and kittens that freak with the frequency. We are on most platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and now Spotify. Spotify makes us official. So make sure you tapping in every Tuesday. This your girl Chick. Touching on the topic of loyalty, using my own illustrations to tell a story, to create a narrative, to clear a narrative, to confirm a narrative. Maybe what you heard, what you haven't, what you will. Loyalty. When is it null and void? Do you have it in you to take your power back? Can things be outdated? Are you able to move on and still remain loyal to what it is you truly believe? This your girl Chick, as the Dean, signing off. Listen, I'm a different kind of free. I ain't asked for this shit. I ain't asked to be me. And now the streets know my name, and I'm married to the game, and money ain't a thing. I lay low cause I'm next up. Say less, do more. I'ma run the check up. Listen, and I never judge your wealth. I ain't have no help. I paved this path by myself. I'm a different kind of free. I ain't asked for this shit. I ain't asked to be me. And now the streets know my name, and I'm married to the game, and money ain't a thing. I lay low cause I'm next up. Say less, do more. I'ma run it. Oh, I almost forgot. Secrets that they keep from her. How the fuck she know this? Lay low cause I'm up next, and I think that they know this. They say I'm a star. If I'm a star, I'm finna show it. Been an underdog for too long. Okay, I'm reloaded. Stack it up, stay focused. Run with us, then show us where your loyalty at. Okay, bye.